Humanity's getting hammered by this Vraxian invasion. It came out of nowhere. Seems devastating.
And Outpost Epsilon is like the last stop.
Pretty much. The very last defensive point. The scene it sets is, well, it's desperate. Looks like these Vraxians are way ahead technologically, caught everyone off guard.
Totally. Commander Jane Wilson, she's watching 27 Vraxian ships heading straight for them.
27.
And the situation on Epsilon is bad. Orbital cannons down to like 60%, shields at 43%.
Woof.
Ground forces at 30%. It's just hanging on by a thread. It really feels like a last stand.
And that sense of isolation, too. That's stark.
Right. They can't reach Earth Command past the Arcturus relay.
Which implies...
Okay.
Well, it implies they might have been written off.
Yeah.
Abandoned, maybe.
Yeah, it raises those tough questions, doesn't it? About strategy in a huge war. Do you protect the core or risk everything for the edges?
Exactly. Difficult choices. You feel that weight on the crew.
You do. They're exhausted, probably terrified, but still doing their jobs.
Still on duty.
Wilson's moving civilians to shelters, prepping evac plans.
Even though, as someone points out, Maria Bell, I think.
Yeah, Maria Bell.
She says there's basically nowhere left to evacuate to. Just brutal honesty there.
Pure desperation. And just when you think, okay, this is it.
Right when it seems hopeless, bam, something changes.
Multiple jump signatures, massive energy readings detected.
And the first thought has to be, oh no, it's the main Vraxian fleet. Game over.
Exactly. That's the logical fear. It shows how quickly hope just evaporates in that kind of situation.
You're bracing for impact for these huge Vraxian ships.
And then the jump point flares and outcome,
yes,
human ships.
But not just any human ships. No. These are different.
Yeah, the description's wild, massive, sleek warships. Nothing like Epsilon's ever seen.
And cruisers, destroyers, moving with, what was it, impossible grace.
Yeah, and fighters in perfect formation. It's like a whole new level of tech just appeared.
Maria Bell's reaction says it all. We don't have ships like these. Just sheer disbelief.
Can you imagine fighting for months, losing, thinking you're doomed, and then this arrives?
The psychological whiplash must have been immense. How do you even process that?
And they don't just sit there. A hail comes through.
Right. Admiral Robert Blackwood, Earth Combined Fleet.
And he apologizes for being late.
He does. Sorry for the delay. Imagine hearing that. Instant relief, but also so many questions. Where did you come from? What's been happening?
And that's where we get Project Phoenix.
Yes. Project Phoenix. Turns out Earth didn't just abandon them.
No. They pulled back, gathered everything, resources, brilliant minds.
And spent 6 months building a fleet specifically to fight the Vraxians. Non-stop work.
6 months. That's incredibly fast for something like this. What do you think that involved? Like, was it tech they already had on the drawing board, or...?
Could be. Maybe the Vraxian threat just lit a fire under everyone, cut through red tape, pushed experimental tech into production. You know, sometimes a crisis forces innovation.
It reframes the whole abandonment thing, doesn't it? It was a gamble. A huge strategic gamble.
A calculated risk. Centralized control, massive resource allocation. Probably unlike anything before. It suggests maybe that facing extinction can make us overcome our usual squabbles.
Like moments in our own history, yeah. Common enemy, sudden cooperation.
Precisely. But the Vraxians aren't waiting around. They see the new fleet and turn to engage.
And Wilson, still thinking defensively, warns Blackwood.
Understandable. But Blackwood, he's confident, let them come.
That line says everything. The power dynamic has completely flipped.
It really has. This new Earth fleet, Project Phoenix, it doesn't just defend, it attacks. Surges forward. Devastating precision, the text says.
Yeah, suddenly it's Earth's weapons tearing through Vraxian shields, missiles hitting perfectly.
The ships that were terrifying minutes ago are just outclassed completely.
Within minutes, it's not even a battle, it's a rout. It just shows the scale of that tech leap.
A massive leap. Makes you wonder what exactly they developed. Energy weapons, shields, targeting, all of the above.
And the how. Blackwood puts it simply, humanity united.
That's the core of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Old rivalries dropped. Nations, corporations, everyone pooling resources.
A powerful idea that unity was the key ingredient.
It wasn't just the tech, it was the collaboration that enabled the tech so quickly. Maybe our biggest strength is that ability to work together when we really have to.
You think about Commander Wilson again, watching this happen after months of...
Well, of hell. Seeing that last Vraxian ship destroyed. The description says she cries. Tears of relief, surely. Hope flooding back.
It must have been overwhelming.
And Blackwood confirms, this isn't just a rescue mission.
No, this is just the beginning.
The Vraxians thought Earth would crumble. They miscalculated badly.
Big time. This fleet is just the first wave. They're going to take back everything they lost.
Talk about a reversal of fortune. From the brink to launching a counteroffensive.
Wilson asks for orders, her determination back.
And the orders are practical. Rest. Tend to the wounded.
And get ready. Prepared to join the fight.
But Blackwood adds that final message, right?
Yeah. That we never abandon our own.
And then we're just getting started. Powerful stuff. Resilience. Commitment.
And then, as if to prove his point, more jump points open, more fleets arrive.
Reinforcements. Solidifying it. The tide has well and truly turned. It's the start of the real war now, fought on humanity's terms.
So, stepping back from the story, the big takeaway seems to be about unity, right? Facing this existential threat, humanity pulled together, innovated like crazy.
Absolutely. That's the core insight. From total despair at Epsilon to this sudden, almost unbelievable hope, all driven by this hidden global effort.
It really is that aha moment. You think you're abandoned, it's over, and then boom, help arrives. But it's help beyond anything you could have imagined.
Exactly. From the end of the line to a whole new beginning.
And thinking about it now, for you listening, what part of that resonates the most? Is it the crazy speed of the tech jump?
Or the fact that everyone actually managed to work together, that massive collaboration.
Or maybe just that human spirit thing, never giving up, even when it looks impossible.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What else could we achieve if we faced something? Something that truly united us like that?
What potential is just sitting there dormant, waiting for the right push?
It's a pretty hopeful thought, actually. Something to chew on after we wrap up here.